Hi guys, Jesby in the UK. It's the 23rd of April 2018 and just shooting you a quick little update video. It's been nearly a week since the last one. Just had quite a few other things to sort of focus in on during the week, so didn't shoot a video before now. But yeah, just wanted to give you a quick update on what's happening with Proof of Weak Hands 3D for me. Since the last video we did a withdrawal, and I'm going to be doing the same again this one. The good news really is that since the last update, what's basically been happening with the charts, I'm going to show you the 1 day charts, you get an idea here. The last one I shot was on the 17th, when we kind of had there was a little bit of a sell down. And at its lowest point we are looking at 6,249 ETH in the contract, and on the peak of that day you went up to around about 7,464. What you will see is over the course of the next few days, on the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, we kind of had a little bit of a rise there. So we went, if you like, from its lowest point on that day of being, say, 6,249 up to, if we go to, say, the 21st, we were 9,224. You can see there's a little bit of a, slight bit of a, and I wouldn't even call it a downward trend really. It's obviously doing that sort of side movement again, if you like, but there is a little bit of sell activity there, as you can see from the reds. So if we go to the let's see what is happening. Yeah, you can see there, guys, that gives you a pretty even indication of what's going on. So pretty much just sells are being balanced out by people still buying back in to Proof of Weak Hands 3D, which is good to see. And I think in the overall sort of trend, if you look to see where we've got that sort of curve going on, obviously from when it started out you had this sort of pattern and a huge sort of growth in it. It would be nice really to kind of replicate this, but actually get smaller green candles rather than having this vast one. That's kind of led to everyone sort of having a real test on whether they were going to have weak hands or not, or wanted to just take a profit because they got in so cheaply. So in many ways this would be good to see this go on a gradual, when we get into, say, next week's chart, just see smaller green candles going up each day and with a gradual rise over time. So that's the good news. It's you know, when I shot the video a week ago, you know, as I say, there was another kind of little mini sell-off going on, but didn't really affect me, because as I've said from the beginning, what I've got there at the moment, I haven't touched the tokens, not sold any off. My USDT value at its lowest point, when we hit those sort of 6,000 odd in the in ETH in the contract, went down to about $320 odd. As I say, when I originally got in, there was around about $100 put in Ethereum, which was out of pocket money to get involved, and then I brought in around about $300 profit from another program. And the plan has always been to take the sort of residual rewards that are coming in and put those into my MetaMask wallet, my Ethereum wallet, so as to get the original 100 out of pocket back, which the way Ethereum's actually been rising, because if you look at the moment, guys, Ethereum's gone back up to, from where it was around in the $400 and odd, we're now at 642, again another slight sort of increase in the last 24 hours. So that's kind of helped things. So if you look at what we're showing at the moment, yeah, it's gone up again. So I've got 115 odd sat there now. I'm still, over the next sort of day or so, just going to throw a few more reward payments into my wallet here. So that's the plan again today, guys. And as if you've watched my previous videos, you'll understand the whole setup here. If you buy tokens or sell tokens, you obviously incur a 10% charge basically on that. That charge is pooled, and those dividends are then shared out with everyone who's actively holding the tokens. Now, when you withdraw, you don't get that 10% charge basically. What you will find is there's a small fee to pay, a gas fee to pay, which is the equivalent of like a mining reward when you do, you transfer bitcoins or Ethereum, etc. So yeah, let's get this withdrawal done, guys, so we can get that done. If I hit the withdraw button, as always, if you watch the other videos, your MetaMask wallet will pop up. We'll show you what you've got at the moment there, and obviously we are looking at what gas price we need to pay. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know I always go between 3 and 6, and 6 will give you generally the fastest processing on it. Sometimes if you put only 1 or 2 down, it sits there for ages with nothing really happening, and you'll get a little notification saying that you need to sort of up it to get your transaction through. So we're going to go with the 6.1. That's going to cost me 26 cents, guys. So, you know, it's pennies or cents, whichever way you want to look at it. So it's worth paying. And if we submit... Oh, the other thing I do normally mention as well, if you wanted to reconsider and you want to reinvest, which is what I will start doing probably in a few days' time to sort of compound some of the value to get more tokens. If I was to do that now, it's worth 1.02 P3D, and that's what it is in Ethereum, but I'm not going to do the reinvest. I'm actually going to take the withdrawal. Press submit. You normally get a little black box here showing up when it's processed through. There we go. Withdrawal request has been transmitted to the blockchain, awaiting confirmation. So if we come out of there, may not have gone through just yet. And if we have a look here, you can still see, yeah, still showing $115.39. And just with regards to the main site again, guys, just so everyone knows what you should be looking through. When you come through to the main site, if you click the decentralized exchange, that's when you basically come over to this area where you can actually purchase your P3D tokens. If you get over 5 tokens, you can actually claim what they call a master node, which is basically if you wanted to promote the proof of weak hands 3D tokens, etc. You have basically like a referral link. I don't actually have anyone under me currently. My link's there, but to be honest, guys, I'm not all that bothered whether anyone goes under me or not. There's plenty of other YouTubers out there promoting it, people on Facebook. So by all means, check out other videos out there, because you really do need to sort of get as much info as you can to know if this is the right thing for you to be involved in. Because basically, they even claim on the site it's more for entertainment. It shouldn't be viewed as any sort of investment site or anything like that. Because ultimately, it is a game. I mean, proof of weak hands is all about testing people's nerves, really, and riding things out when there's people putting money in. But equally, once that money starts coming out, it's how long you're going to hold your hands, really, and keep hold of your tokens, because it's inbuilt into this contract that as the money comes in and people buy the token value goes up by small incremental levels. But equally, once there's a big sell-off, the token value comes down. So consequently, the Ethereum you put in to buy those tokens, you obviously are getting less value. But even though I've already witnessed one huge influx and then a big sell-off, I just thought, well, no, I'm in for what I'm in at. Left my tokens there, and I earned very well out of the dividends, because you can see there I've already pulled like $115 odd back out of it. So my initial outer pocket I've got back already, and I am still sitting on, let's just have a look, $70 odd more than I originally came in with, and that's just on the value of the token. So, you know, as things stand at the moment, more than happy. Could we get another sell-off even from the 9,000 in the contract? Yeah, we could. it could happen again. You know, another 3,000-4,000 could come off that. But equally, if we get what we've seen before, which was where we get a slight upward trend going on, you know, we could just be at that start again, because there's more people realizing that it's not a bad little program to throw some Ethereum in, get those dividends from, and it's almost like a way of just depositing your Ethereum until you either choose to do something else with it, or maybe you just want to sit it out and get some of these dividends for the long term. So let's go back and see if we've actually got that going through. Let's refresh that page again. And let's see. Yep, it's actually paid that out. So if I go back to my wallet, there we go, guys. It's added the $9 for me. So I had 115 before. I've now got $124.68 there. And it's 0.19 in Ethereum. So, yep, still loving this program. But as I say, you know, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there and everything. Do your due diligence on it if you're thinking it might be something you want to have a go at. Read the disclaimer in the description box below, and as I've put there, don't, whatever you do, Google for a link to join the program, because you may be getting a link to basically what will be a phishing site, so it may even end up looking like the Proof of Weak Hands site, but you'll end up finding out you'll make a deposit and it'll actually just disappear. So be very careful that you only join through a link through someone who's already in it. And yeah, view it very much as a punt, guys. It is a kind of a game in a sense, but the actual plus is there in terms of it is a smart contract on the Ethereum network. It's already had a lot of people reviewing how robust that contract is, and technically there's no human admin sort of element that could just shut this down or take it away or anything, because it's out there. Even if these sites go down, the Ethereum contract is out there and can't really sort of finish unless, you know, the internet just disappears or the whole Ethereum network was to shut down, which isn't going to happen, guys, you know. But as with all things in crypto, you can't make any guarantees. I mean, you know, I've just pulled out nearly another $10 out of that, and I'm sure I'll be doing the same in a few days' time. But will it get to the heady heights where it had 20,000 Ethereum in the contract within the next week, within the next month? I can't tell you that, guys. You know, there's nobody out there can. We're all sort of just, those of us who are sticking with it are hoping that's exactly what will happen. There's been a lot more promotion in the Asian market, especially over in Korea, etc. So we are expecting more people to look to join. But how quickly that's going to happen and how soon, you know, difficult to know. But yeah, it's still exciting. It's still nice to come in and check what's happening with it and see the values kind of going up, etc. So yeah, more than happy with it, guys. So if you're interested, links are below. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. I won't be offended, don't worry. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It'd be great to have you on board. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in, and until the next one, take care. See you soon.